fast. If you ever have any questions on Medicare, if you ever need help finding the right Medicare plan and or coverages for you and your personal needs, join the other thousands of people in this community that have called Chapter Medicare right there with that phone number to get free, 100% free help. An advisor will spend all the time that you need on the phone, answering your questions, addressing your concerns, whatever it happens to be, and again, finding you that right Medicare coverage to make sure that you're properly covered. And I also have this document here. This is just some of the comments that I pulled out of the comment section over the last, say, month or probably two or so. And again, these are just people that have said they saved all kinds of money on a monthly basis and an annualized basis, hundreds of dollars a month, thousands of dollars a year. People in this community alone have collectively saved millions of dollars just by calling, again, Chapter right there, which is absolutely amazing. They've helped multiple thousands of you in this community. Jot that number down, write it down, take a picture, take a screenshot. It'll be by far your best free resource with anything Medicare related. Call them, again, finding you the right plan. With your initial enrollment, if you have a special enrollment period opening up, whatever it happens to be, they will absolutely help you completely for free. Anyway, let me know how it goes after you talk to them. Just use the word chapter in a comment on any video here on the channel. And again, I would love to read that comment. Chapter is the keyword that I search for, by the way. All right, anyway, let's pop this article up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details about this, but let me explain the magnitude of what is happening here with these changes within Medicare and what this means for the program as a whole as we continue to move forward. Now, as I film this video, we are still very early on in 2026. At the beginning of 2026, this went into effect in 6 states. Now, the 6 states that are being affected by this include Arizona, Ohio, Oklahoma, New Jersey, Texas, and Washington, okay? Those are the 6 states. Now, what did they do? They implemented AI automated prior authorizations. So first off, prior authorizations within Medicare is big enough alone, but now they're doing it with AI. So yes, literally a computer which thinks it's a human is going to be doing the prior authorizations in these 6 states, encompassing 17 different procedures, okay? Now, the reason that they want to do this is that what's the mission of the administration starting back about a year ago when they implemented DOGE. Remember DOGE? Yeah, okay, so back at the beginning of 2025, they started DOGE, right? The whole cost-cutting government efficiency situation. Well, as a result of that, what they want to do is cut, well, I shouldn't say cut, they want to save as much money as possible, okay? Some people might call it cutting. Again, I just want to say the right words here. They want to save as much money as they can. Well, they also have identified, and again, you can see here in the article, that they're anticipating that up to 25% of the money that is spent within Medicare is on what they're determining as basically procedures or services that may have minimal benefit. That's what their words are, minimal benefit, and they're projecting that roughly 25% of Medicare expenditures are on these services. Well, guess what they want to do? They want to stop paying for these services because they find it to be, well, a lot of money that they're spending, billions and billions and billions of dollars a year that provide minimal benefit to the patient. So they don't want to pay for them anymore, right? So anyway, long story short, is that they're implementing these prior authorizations within Medicare, again, in these 6 states. Again, the states include Arizona, Ohio, Oklahoma, New Jersey, Texas, and Washington. These are the states that they're rolling out this pilot program effective as of January 2026. So literally right here, right now, it's already in effect. And remember, this is just a pilot program. If it goes well, guess what they're going to do? They're going to roll it out to more states, right? So this is just the pilot program, 6 states that are literally being handpicked as guinea pigs to try this out. If it goes well, then they're going to expand it even further across the entire country, impacting more and more people that are on Medicare, okay? So the point being with this is that, first off, we've never seen this whole prior authorization situation within Medicare, especially automated by AI. Now, according to this article as well, as you probably saw right there, so the initial review is going to be done with AI, but then the final decision is going to be done by a human, right? So literally, it basically falls into the hopper, and you know what I mean? So like basically a patient comes in or what, you know, and they want to do this procedure, this service, right? And then basically it falls into the hopper, and then AI is like, okay, we're going to analyze this and we're going to look through it and we're going to, you know, assess everything from there. And then the final decision comes down to the human to basically say, yeah, you're good to go. You can go ahead with this service, or no, definitely you cannot do this, the whole thing. And then Medicare is not going to pay for that. So then you have a couple options at that point. And it comes down to this. Either you get the procedure, the service, and pay for it out of pocket, as in cash, a cash payment, which, as we all recognize, would probably be very, very expensive. If you've noticed recently, it seems like medical expenditures have gone up extensively over the last couple of years here. So that's gotten very, very expensive. Or the other option would be is just forego that service and not be able to do that thing. So this is the new change within Medicare, which is ultimately very, very new, right? So it's going to be interesting to watch how this plays out during 2026 to see, do they find success with this, to their standard of whatever they define that as? And do they feel like they're saving a whole bunch of money with this? Or do they find like, hey, this actually wasn't very effective at all with the 6 states that they're trying this within, and we're actually not going to do that, so they roll it back? I'm just going to say this. If it saves any money, which we already know that it's going to, right? We know that this is likely going to save probably a few $billions. If it saves any money, the likelihood of this being extended out across further states and across the entire country has a very high likelihood, because even if it saves, say, $1 billion, they're probably going to look at this and think, hey, that's $1 billion of taxpayer money that's not being used on these minimally beneficial services, again, as they're determining them. And then they're basically going to say, hey, if we saved $1 billion over 6 states, we could save, $10 billion over across the entire country, or whatever the number they project, right? So point being is that I think this is